Hello guys, how's it going? This is Leonardo Pasquali. I am the founder and CEO of Pasquali Solution back in Brazil. And I am the founder and CEO of Titan Clarity here in the US. We are in Florida, sunny state. Yes, it is the sunny state, because we have lots of sun here. And I love it. I'm recording this video to talk about, is it ChatGPT or any sort of AI going to replace us, going to replace our jobs? Well, before I answer with a yes or no to this question, let me tell you a little bit of what has been happening in the past 30 years, a bit less, 25 years. The digital transformation is really happening in the world. We cannot deny it. It really has started around the late 90s, 1995, 6, 7, 8. And then we have the boom of the internet, and we have the internet bubble in the 2000s. And then in the end of the first decade, we had the iPhone, Steve Jobs, iPad, everything, all this popularity of smartphones. Then we had the second wave. Then we really dive into technology. And right now, it seems to us that we are starting with a new wave, which is the AI. But is it the AI, as it's the way it is being developed right now, going to replace us? Look, I get it that people were impacted, right? When they started to exchange with ChatGPT, really talking as they were talking to a person. So when you experience that, you kind of get the feels that, look, for me, it is a person. So if it is a person, it can replace me. But this is not entirely true, okay? And obviously, my take on this video is talk about software engineering, programmers, coders, and everything, because there are some humors that people start to get a bit concerned whether ChatGPT is going to replace us as software engineers. This is really far from the truth, okay? So no, ChatGPT is not even Bard AI from Google with this new interface, Palm 2. They're not going to replace us as software developers, software engineers. They're not going to replace us as medical doctors, physicians. And you know what? They're not going to replace us as marketing professionals. This is kind of BS, okay? And let me tell you why. That's what I was telling you about a couple of minutes ago. The digital transformation has been happening in the past almost 3 decades, right now. And what happens is that it's not that we really lay off people. It's not really that we dismiss people as entrepreneurs, as business owners. What has been going on with the big techs right now, there's no relation with AI. No relation whatsoever, okay? Everybody knows that. There is no relation, okay? This is only the market kind of correcting itself after the pandemic. No, the big techs were really spending because they were really valid in the stock market and everything. And well, then they are getting the real life now again, like it was happening before the pandemic. Okay, so it is only a correction, of course, all of these layoffs in the big techs right now. That's my take on it. Right? They spend it a lot. Everybody saw Meta and Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg spending a lot with that nonsense on the metaverse. So all of this has no relationship with AI, okay? So is it AI, ChatGPT, the way that they are developing, going to replace us, going to replace our jobs? No, it is not going to replace us. This is going to help us doing our jobs. As every piece of technology and automation up until that moment, up until now, has been helping us all the way, right? I don't feel that people feel. We don't think that we really lost our jobs in the past 20 years. No, what happened was that the jobs were transformed. And, although it was fast, obviously, I have to confess that it was fast. I mean, the boom of the internet and everything. Although it was fast, it was not like that, some jobs were just terminated out of the blue and one day you were working as a, I don't know, and the other day it simply vanished. They simply vanished with your job position. I don't think that it happened. It didn't happen. But yes, all the objective of evolving technology and stuff is to progress. So obviously there are some job positions that eventually are going to be transformed. Some tasks are going to be automated. That's how it happens. We know that, right? Well, especially us. It's kind of it's kind of funny to me that some developers are really don't really understand the concept of what is going on here, right? We have been developing lots of stuff for the past 25 years. And obviously, everything that we have been developing also helped that some job positions, some titles were transformed in something new. Some new job positions, lots of new job positions were created. So this is what progress is, right? But it's kind of funny because right now with the ChatGPT, Palm 2, saying that, okay, they can generate lots of code in Python, Ruby, C#, Java, PHP, and C++. So people has been seeing that, and the capability of ChatGPT as well, of generating code. People has been seeing that, am I going to be replaced as a software engineer? Buddy, you are going to be replaced as a software engineer if you're not good. But you're going to be replaced as a software engineer even if we never had this sort of AI. Just because you are not a person that is studying, that you're not a person that really cares about, develop yourself as a good professional. This has been happening forever. We know that, right? So what I think is that when we think about ChatGPT replacing our jobs and everything, first of all, I get it. We have been talking to the thing, right? We have been talking to the thing. So it feels like a person. And this person, when we talk about software engineering, can also evaluate, assess some code, generate some code to us. So we start to think, oh my God, my boss is not going to ask this stuff for me. My project manager is going to start asking the stuff for ChatGPT. This is not true. ChatGPT or any other AI that I could test right now is not capable of doing that. And besides, to be a programmer, to be a software engineer is much more than only generating code. Let me tell you that I've been working with this for more than 2 decades now. I started as a software programmer on 1999. Nowadays, I am the owner of Pasquali Solution in Brazil, an IT staff augmentation company, and Titan Clarity here in the US, also an IT staff augmentation company. And if you need the best experts in the world, just call us. Okay, what I always, as I was gaining experience as a software professional, the main thing about my job is to think, it's not really programming. Every time I sit on my desk to code, I already have everything built, or almost everything built in my mind. At least the major logics, integrations, the layers, all the architecture that I'm choosing for that particular endeavor. I love this word. So when I start to code, coding is just a part of the job, obviously, that it is vital, but it is not the real job. The real job is to think. The real job is to be creative in terms of, building a software and everything. Think about the logic. Think about all the layers and the architecture that we are really applying to that system and everything. So I'm sure that if a really good software developer is watching it, he's kind of relating to that, because we know that, when you sit in your desk, you already think about lots of stuff prior of sitting and starting to code, okay? So we don't have to worry about that. Let me tell you this. We're not going to be replaced by ChatGPT. Not right now. I have a video, and you guys can watch in here, talking about the dangers of AI, ChatGPT, probably Bard AI with Palm 2 and everything. The dangers in the future and how Elon Musk is kind of concerned about that, because the way that we have been developing it is so fast. We are kind of, overusing deep learning, machine learning, and we are sort of creating something that maybe we can lose control in the future. Yeah, maybe we're doing that, and maybe we should be concerned if we keep doing this way in the future. But right now, that's exactly that, If the AI was really capable of replacing us as software engineers, replacing surgeons, replacing physicians, replace rocket engineers, dude, we shouldn't be concerned about our job. We should be really concerned on how this AI is going to assess the humanity. We should really be concerned how this AI should be evaluating our very existence in this planet, because they would be capable of more than just programming, more than just health and stuff, So I don't think that AI is going to replace us and our job. I think that this, now let me say this. I've been using ChatGPT as a support to program. Every programmer, every software engineer has been always using Google to do some searches here and there. Stack Overflow, everybody knows Stack Overflow when we have a doubt. When something is not really happening the way it should, the way we want. So I've been using ChatGPT as a replacement of Google, some parts of Stack Overflow, but that's it, as a search engine, I've been using it as some sort of search engine. I had some pieces of code that I inserted on ChatGPT, so it can evaluate for me, so it can find some errors, because I was facing an error that I wasn't able to address, that I wasn't able to locate. Then I asked ChatGPT to help me with that, and it couldn't find the error. And it wasn't like thousands of lines. It was like 200 lines of code, and it couldn't find it. Okay, so how this is going to really replace us as thinkers? It's not going to happen, but it can help us a lot. I feel that I become more efficient, I feel that I become faster, when using ChatGPT. Not only for programming, obviously, as we already know, ChatGPT is really capable of generating tasks, interpreting tasks and everything. So we have been using ChatGPT to create pieces of contracts, agreements, to rewrite some emails, some marketing approaches that we have been using for our companies. But for that, it's not that we are replacing the people that should be doing that. No, we don't have to replace anyone. That's the goal of good entrepreneurship. We don't replace anyone. We just make a better service. We just create a better product. If we have now a tool that can make us improve our services and goods, we should be doing that. And okay, I have this regular average Joe here doing this particular job, and now we have ChatGPT that could replace everything that regular Joe is doing. So should I fire the regular Joe and use only ChatGPT? No, I can have ChatGPT doing lots of stuff that regular Joe is doing here, and then I can have regular Joe doing some other stuff that ChatGPT cannot do right now, won't be able to do right now. And that's exactly how I'm going to improve my services. That's exactly how I'm going to offer more to my customers and clients. You get that? I don't see any good business owner, entrepreneurs thinking differently from that. So this is what we should be thinking. So obviously, eventually, and this has been happening in the past 3 decades now, the regular Joe job can be transformed, part of it, in something different. This is going to happen. This is our goal as programmers, as people that have been working with digital transformation for so many clients and everything. So ChatGPT is helping us, and Bard AI is also going to help us, and all sorts of other AIs. There's also one thing that I have to address here, especially us that we have been working with complex stuff. Dude, to be honest, the only difference between ChatGPT, the only really impact stuff here is that we have something that kind of mimic the human behavior, but it kind of mimics. It's not the real deal. It's not a human being, right? But we have been deploying for some time now AI specific for some niches. I guess it is niche for some parts of the market, some sectors. So we have really strong AI working in the stock market right now, and it's not ChatGPT, buddy. This is not Bard AI. This is AI that has been deployed for the stock market, for investment. We have some sort of AI in place for the health sector. We know right now that there are some little robots that have been helping and supporting doctors in some surgeries and everything. We already know that, and this is not ChatGPT. This is not Bard AI. This is not this AIs that they have been launching in the past months. Okay, look how they are manufacturing cars for the past 20 years now with the ABB company, with all of those robot arms. Those are robots. Those are some sort of AI too. They have to be. And they have been in place, like, I'm not going to say forever, but for quite some time now, okay? So the only thing about ChatGPT and everything regarding jobs, regarding replacing jobs and everything, is that people got afraid when they saw this kind of human behavior. Because ChatGPT and probably Bard AI with Palm 2, their main capability is to work with text. And well, when we speak, we are speaking text, right? We are shouting text in the air. So that's it. But it really doesn't mean that this is going to be really capable of doing lots of stuff. Let me tell you that this is not going to happen right now. No. But yes, again, you can watch this video regarding the danger of how we are developing the AI right now, and it can open a precedent that is really dangerous. I just saw a video of the OpenAI CEO Sam something, I forgot his name, saying that, well, it can go really wrong. This technology can go really wrong, can go south. So they understand that the way they have been developing it is not the ideal, but they did that because they wanted to deploy it fast. Everybody's anxious with the new thing. Everybody's always looking for the new thing. We know we live in this age. We understand that. So it is kind of dangerous, and Elon Musk is already concerned about that. That's why he left OpenAI in the first place, because he was there with them. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm not wrong, he created the name OpenAI. But their intention, as far as I understood everything there, is that they would be creating a non-profit organization. Elon was kind of investing, and he was probably the first investor of OpenAI. And then the founders, the people that were really having the idea, people that Elon was supporting, this same guy, for instance, I believe, I'm not so sure. They changed the idea. They wanted to create a real company, a profitable company, and that's okay. We will never judge anyone that wants to create companies, sell goods and services. After all, no, we are all capitalists. But this is AI, so and the way you are developing and evolving it can be dangerous. So we should be aware of that. But I'm talking about this in this other video, okay? So, well, AI is not going to replace our job, not the way that people has been shouting, not the way that people has been advertising to collect your clicks. This is not going to happen, not this way. Actually, this is going to happen. The jobs are going to be replaced the way that they are going to be transformed, to be honest, not replaced, but the way they have been transformed in the past 2 decades now, okay? This is what is going to be happening. And you don't have to worry that, oh my God, my boss just fired me because now he's using ChatGPT. Look, I'm not saying that it cannot happen, and it didn't happen with some people, but if it happens, I can tell you that your boss, that moron, is going to regret that, because now he is going to be the man to do much more than half of your job. He just didn't know that. He was just, pretentious. And this is not the way it goes. And I'm not kind of person that is defending people just for the sake of it. I am a conservative. I am a capitalist. I believe in the hard work. I don't believe in defending people just for the sake of defending people. I believe in defending hardworking people, good people. But I understand that there are some jobs and there are some there are some people out there that are always trying to find a way to maximize all they can about some cents in their profits. I have been seeing that, and I don't think this is smart. It's not about being good or bad to people. I think it is only about not being smart, okay? But that's it. I'm not going to enter into this other subject right now. So that's it, buddies. ChatGPT, Bard AI, Palm 2, and everything. They are not going to replace our job. Not right now. If they become capable of replacing your jobs, we should be worrying about being alive. Because I don't think that they are going to work for us when they really become capable of it, okay? And this what we should be concerned right now. Okay? Bye-bye. Thank you so much. See you. Talk later.